As of March 2020, we have a new feature in Teesom that allows you to not build in an embellishment into the apparel item. So it used to be that when you added an embellishment, it had to be built in, the price of it had to be built into the apparel item. So I'm going to show you how it's changed. I'm just going to open up a quote that I had in my quote list. You can see I have some apparel items here, and I specifically want you to look at this icon that I'm hovering over, and it says built into product price. So here I've got a $7 charge for embroidery, and it's charging $21, obviously because there's 21 shirts. If I click on this icon that says built into product price, it then unbuilds it, and now the price of the apparel item has changed. And I can do that also as well with the digitizing fee now. So it used to be if you didn't want to build in an additional charge, i.e. for example, the digitizing, you would then have to create it as an other charge, which allowed you to not sync it to the apparel. So now, good news, you can do that with additional items. Okay, so here's a one-time $25 fee for digitizing, and it's now on its own. And you've got the left chest embroidery here for $7. It's now on its own. So basically what you're going to see is the garment price with a markup is going to be in the green box. And of course, anything that you build into the apparel item will appear there. So what does this mean to the customer? Obviously, because these are now broken out, when you go into the customer view, the customer will be able to see the line item as left chest embroidery or digitizing. So the customer will now be able to see that. Whereas before, because it was built in, it would basically just said it was embroidery going on these shirts, and everything was just built into the shirt. So your choice now, whether or not you want to build it in or not build it in. Okay, so let's look on the price list side of it and see what's changed in there. I'm just going to open up this embroidery chest price list, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the edit option, and I'm going to click over on the general tab. What you see here now is this option to build it into the product. If you uncheck this, by default, it will leave the embellishment separate from the apparel item. If you leave it checked off, by default, it will amortize or build in the embellishment into the apparel. And then, of course, obviously in the order system, you can always override that by checking or unchecking that icon that I just previously showed you. Okay, now I'm in the additional charges list. And you can see if I click on the action button for the digitizing line, I'll click on edit. And there's an option now to either build into the apparel item or not build into the apparel item. So by default, do you want it to build in? Then leave it checked. If by default you don't want it built in, then uncheck it. So again, your preference, how you want to do that. Okay, one final thing I want to point out is the syncing of the products. Meaning the embellishment here is picking up 21 shirts. If I take this one small piece and actually click on the all option and say that that one piece is not getting the embellishment, the syncing is not going to change. It now knows that 20 pieces are getting the embellishment. So whether I build it into the price or not build it into the price, it's not going to affect the syncing option. Okay, any future questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. I hope this video helped you out a little bit, and thank you for watching.